Hey guys, this is the Rant here. Today's my second and final video for today, and now I'm going to be on the topic of popular kids. Now, we all know about popular kids and stuff. They're always buying the latest clothes or doing the latest trend. Their parents give them everything they want and spoil them while they're getting bad grades and stuff. And are always being the so-called edgy rebels and stuff, or has this big status in school or reputation that they don't even deserve or shouldn't have because school is school. There's no such thing as dominance in a school because you're just a kid, you don't own shit. So that's basically what a popular kid really is, in my own words, and probably some other people's words if they describe it like that. But my biggest complaint about popular kids is that they're always picking on quote unquote losers or unpopular kids or nerds. Now, let me just touch on that subject for a minute. Just because somebody is a so-called unpopular kid or a nerd doesn't mean that you should just look down on them and treat them like utter shit just because they don't participate in any of the dumb rebellious shit that popular kids like to engage in. Especially popular girls will do that to like a nerdy guy and stuff because basically she's just some slut who basically just sends her nudes to any guy she meets or dates a guy with the brain with the brain of the average eagle. Yes, they'll date guys like that. Like popular girls will date guys like that, and popular boys will date girls with the brain slash attention span of the average earthworm. If a earthworm has a fucking attention span, I don't know, but yeah, that's what they'll do. And I honestly hate it when popular kids just bash on somebody for being a nerd. Because let me just tell you this: the so-called nerd that you're picking on could be the future mayor, governor, senator, capitalist, or Republican in the future, while the popular kids will just sit there and be these minimum wage workers who always bragged about these dreams they were going to have like when they were finished with school, but they didn't really know until later on in life that those are just shitty pipe dreams. Now, this has been like proven so many times in people's lives and stuff because popular kids, they're only the quote unquote shit when they're only in school, but after school they're literally not worth shit after school, and it's just so sad. There's no reason to pick on somebody who isn't so-called popular. If they're not popular, then let it go. They're just normal people just going about their lives in school, trying to pass, or just dealing with everything else that people deal with in school. They're not trying to be popular. They don't care about fads. They don't give a shit about, looks and stuff, or obsessed with celebrities and glamour and stuff, because I'm basically one of those so-called unpopular kids and nerds. Because everybody has always labeled me and my friends that, while my friends, like I think two or three of them, tried to be like them and stuff. They tried to be one of those ghetto popular kids. They tried to be like that, but nevertheless, they weren't popular and probably never will be. So I hope they cut it out. But me, on the other hand, I was always labeled as one because I didn't want to, be a part of any trend or follow up what they did or have the newest clothes and stuff, because none of that shit matters to me. I can really give a fuck less about any trend. I can really give a shit less. Hell, even I can even care less about the popular kids in general because all they are is just failures, and they just love taking the easy way out in life, especially when it comes to in school. They'll take the easy way out in school by trying to get a so-called nerd to, you know, give them the answers and stuff because their brains are just so small. It's unbelievable. Hell, you need a magnifying glass to even see the shit. but they'll just love talking about somebody like that. And it's funny, really. It's funny how they bash on nerds, but yet they're always coming to them for math class or any other class for answers and stuff. Just come on now. If you can so-called pick on somebody for being a nerd, or if you can pick up on every trend or every shoe brand, then you can do a math problem or even a language arts problem. Because come on now, how tiny is your brain? Just really. And and the main thing that I really dislike about them is how defiant popular kids are. Because they just love following behind each other, because most popular kids are followers too. They love following after another popular kid, and plus the so-called popularity that a kid gets will tarnish the friendship they have when they're unpopular and stuff. Because once they build up a reputation of being a popular kid, goes higher and higher, the lower the friendship goes, and they pick other friends who are basically fake. Because let's face it, popular kids are the most fakest ones out there. They're just so fake. They're just imitations. They're just a copy of an imitation, trying to be an imitation, to want to be an imitation. If that makes sense to you, that is, does to me. But they're honestly the most fakest kids of all. They're just the most fakest types of people you will meet in school, mostly, because they're only in school. You're never going to hear somebody in your adulthood being popular and stuff, if that's just a celebrity, but not anywhere else, really. And and it's really not going to go away, because popular kids are never going to go away, because they have a whole bunch of friends who are just fake, because they like to go through this wannabe teen Degrassi drama bullshit in their way that isn't really dramatic in any shape or form or fashion, but to them it means their whole lives, because they just love drama. Popular kids love going through drama. They just love to. And you can go on and comment on the video and say, hey, you're just because nobody likes you in school. Or, hey, you're mad because you're not popular and shit. I don't care. I don't want to be popular in school. Hell, popularity doesn't mean shit to me in school. The only thing that really means shit to me in school are my grades and my future, which is supposed to be what everybody in school should give a shit about, but they can care less, because popular kids never take shit seriously in school. They just love being defiant. They just love being laughed at and everything else. And and even like ghetto popular kids in general, they're much worse and stuff. I've had to deal with them in my old school, so it's just the new one. I hope I don't have to deal with this in the new one, because if I do, maybe one day I should just put a gun to my head and blow my fucking brains out if I ever see some more popular kids again. And it's the only way to not see them again. So, with that said, I hate popular kids, and I'm pretty sure you do, or you should too, judging by this video. So, anyway, this is the Rant Kid. This is my last video for the day. Like, subscribe, comment, check out my other videos, and peace.